Hey guys, it's Steven from Extreme Gaming, and today I'm going to show you guys how to modify Minecraft Classic. Now, you guys might be wondering why Minecraft Classic. Well, it's about to be 10 years of Minecraft. A little fun fact, I've been playing Minecraft 3 days after it released in 2009. So if we go on the Minecraft website, you'll see the 10th anniversary button. You just hit that. You'd be on this page. If you scroll down, get a little history. Go down farther. Here it is, Minecraft Classic. I'll open that in a moment, but as you can see, there's just a lot here to read. And here's a little thing right here. So big announcements are coming, and no one knows what these are. But just to get a little bit more context, if you inspect these, you can see that these are video teasers, and yeah, there's just a mobile video teaser, and there's also a normal one. So I'm not too sure why this one says mobile video teaser. That is definitely. I'm gonna just take a screenshot of that. That's definitely the Minecraft Pokemon Go clone. I'm not sure what this one is. I have two suggestions: super duper graphics, or it could be Minecraft Dungeons. No one knows right now, but this is a little insight onto them doing this. I'm not sure about down here though. It's just this footer teaser. There's nothing here really about it. But yeah, that's it that I want to show you on this page. Now, let's scroll up and click Minecraft Classic. So, what are we gonna do to this game? I have a really long name I made, but let's just make it Steve for now. So, Minecraft Classic, this is the game that some people start out playing, and I played this one way back when it came out. So see, we're in a small-sized world. Nothing much to do right now. This has only been out. I'm not sure if it came out yesterday or just today, but this is extremely new. Not the game itself, just the fact that they bring it back. It's new. So I already figured out a way how to break the game and get some like Farlands type stuff, and I'm here to show you guys how to access those. I wouldn't call it secret settings, but just extra things. So what you're gonna do is pause your game, hit F12. Let me just do that. So you should be on the elements page when you first load it up. You might be on something else different, but if you go up here, there's a lot of other tabs like console, which there's nothing we can use right now for this, but we can go to sources. There's some code here that has to deal with loading the map. You can mess around with this if you know what you're doing. Like right here, it's just like placing down the ores and such, lava, etc. If we go here to assets, you can get some of the textures that they use in the game, the old textures. Now, a little note here, this is called rock_bronze, but this is actually just the iron texture. I'm not sure why it's named that at all. But let's move on to memory. Now, on memory, here you can see how much RAM, I guess you would say, this is actually taking up. You need to take account for this, because if you load up something too big, you'll see this number will be huge, and your world will like crash. So let's move on to application. This is where most people will start to like mess around with some stuff. So we got a couple of tabs here. We got the manifest, and there's something here. Service workers. Doesn't seem like there's anything here that like you can use. See, there's just more down here. There we go to clear storage. There's nothing here. You can also clear the site data. So if you want to reset what you have, you can hit this. We got local storage, and we'll get to this in a moment. Session storage. Nothing here. There's cookies. You can mess around with all this if you want to. The fonts and such is down here. And I'm not 100% sure that if you mess with these that you'll mess with in-game assets. I'm not sure if these are like all processed by like the server. So let me take my logo. Yeah, I can't just like overwrite it. Alright, so now that we got everything out the way, because we don't need to mess with audits or security, we're gonna hit the local storage right here, and you'll get two things: settings and save game. Now, if you want to have a special type of name that's like really long, what you're gonna do is you could do two things. You could double click on this, copy it, and go somewhere else, or you could double click, click again, and then use the arrow keys and just keep going left until you go on the other side, or right. I'm gonna go right so I can search some other stuff. So you got music, sound, invert, FPS, draw distance, and everything else. These are all in-game settings, nothing really special. So we go here, some save location, load location, and fog, and chat and stuff. I didn't go through just so I can show you guys everything. Now you can change your name here. Now, this is where I'm gonna show you guys why it's important. So make sure you did this right. So if we can change our name to whatever we want. See how long that is? So press enter. Go up here to the little search bar. Delete everything and just make it that and hit enter. Hit enter again. Let it generate and let it go through. And as you can see, your custom name's now here. If you hit start, it's all good. And now I got my custom name here. Now, if you make your name too long, the game won't be able to, like, I guess you would say render it, really. And you won't be able to type anything in chat. So I just made it even longer now. So let's do this. This, I'm not sure, works in multiplayer. As you see, I don't know if you can hear me typing in chat, but it doesn't work anymore because the name's too long. So if you're gonna make a name, keep it to a minimum. It's roughly around like 30 characters. I'm not too sure. But I'll just put this here. This went name. So I'm gonna just reload. Chat's broken. I made my name XG Steven, and you're gonna see that's here. Start. I can type in chat because it's short enough now. Now we're gonna get on to the next thing. So when you generate a level, you'll notice that, let me click on this, click on saved game, just have it at this dark blue color, and pay attention to world size. Now we can click on that, we get this, click on, if you click on this, it goes to 256, huge, 512, and if I hit cancel, go back, we can go up here, and we can actually modify this. Now what if I made it something like 10,024, 1,024, which is double the large size? It will crash the game. The game cannot render it. You have to keep it under that number. I'm not sure what the max is right now, so let's experiment right now. Let's go up to 750. Now we're gonna go right here, delete all this again, and refresh. This is sort of like a local settings file. If you edit this, it's gonna tell the server, hey, I want to make the world size this, and that this is sort of like a bypass to the large, small, and normal sizes. I said normal, I meant medium. So let's see. If this happens, where it just stays here, that means it crashed. But if it goes along, it didn't crash. So let's check memory right now. As you see, it's not using a lot. Now, earlier I had like 700 being used in the random level worker. Oh, just did that again. Let me go back. It just went up to 700. Now it's here. Alright, so now we have a world that is 750 by 750. So let's check it out. Let's see if the world is that big. Sometimes the world will cap and it will sort of max out. It doesn't max out if you make it smaller though, and we'll get into that in a moment. Now I'm not sure I think the chunks aren't loading in that far. Yeah, so the world is really big now. It's just that chunks aren't loading in. So let's bring this back out. Double click this, press right, and let's change the world size to 1. And you'll see something interesting. Sometimes it could crash, but it does work. I think it crashed. So let's try out 2. World size 2 should give us a 1 by 1 chunk. Well, not really a chunk. There you go. There's nothing else this world. It's just a 1 by 1 section. That is it. There's nothing else to it. But if you do this, we make the world size like 505, just do 555. Sometimes it can glitch out and you can get something I like to call the classic lands. I have screenshots just in case this doesn't work, but just in case it does, let's see. I call these the classic lands because it's like a Farland-esque generation that happens. Growing, planting. Alright, so here is the classic lands, I call it. You can see that it's like really glitchy. It's also lagging a bit, but let's see what the FPS is. 119. Sometimes I feel like it's dipping and it's not actually reaching that. But yeah, as you see, it's just glitched out. I'm not too sure why this happens, but it just happens. So let's go up to the surface. Now I already put this in Ant Venom's Discord, just for the sake of getting it out there. He is the man who likes to break Minecraft, so I just gave him the suggestion to help break it out a little bit more. But this is what I've gathered so far in my little journey of breaking this version of the game. Hope you guys break the game a bit more than I did, and you can send me little screenshots and stuff. You can also join my Discord, and you could break some more stuff over there. Let me do this one more time. World size, let's just make it 999. Why not? The classic old number. 118. Okay. Alright, so this is gonna take a while, I guess. Jeez. But these are the only settings right now. Now, I forgot to really mention this, but fair warning, if you want to use this on multiplayer, it can crash the other people's games. Not really crash, you know what I mean. Freeze it. And if I'm not sure if it's because they don't have the right to world size option, so they might have to change this on their end, and then you guys can have the world. But it just seems that people cannot connect if they do it and they get on a white screen. Now, if you know a bypass to this, you can let me know, but this is all I have gathered so far. And this has been out for like 1 or 2 days. I'm not too sure if it even came out today. I just know that people have been talking about it a lot. And it looks like it crashed. This is what I was talking about, it crashing. I'm not too sure though if it actually crashed. Let's see. Let's go to network. I guess it crashed. That's interesting. Let me see the memory. Yep, this is what I'm talking about. It's like almost maxed out essentially. That's it. I mean, there's nothing else to it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll probably come out with more stuff like this later in the line. How to break this even more. Maybe break the actual world generation and such. But yeah, that was all from today. Bye.